Well, that's it. Another year that I've managed to ride up the Oxley Highway from the village of Longflat on the annual club ride to Mt Seaview from the village of Longflat. Now I am starting the descent to the bottom of the range, where I will wait for the sag wagon to take me back to Longflat. Joan and Phil Hawes have said they will pick me up. Some of the main bunch have just set off down a minute ago. I wanted to start down with them to get it on video, but I missed out. Joan has organised the ride and has to wait a bit longer up the mountain until the last riders get to the turnaround. I set off from Longflat half an hour before the main bunch, seeing as how at 84 I can't keep up with most riders. There was a headwind all the way to the bottom of the mountain, which slowed me somewhat. The first bunch of elite riders overtook me halfway up the climb. The legs were screaming at that point, so I had to give them the Jens Voigt recommended admonition of "shut up legs." I've done this climb many times over the years, but I think it's getting near time to give it away. Anyway, there's nothing wrong with an afternoon's exercise, and the weather is great. Despite the long drought, the valley and the ranges are a wonderful panorama. Everything is dry, the parched grasses bending in the wind, and all the farmers and the land crying out for rains to come. Having to use only half the road on corners while descending cramps your style a bit, but safety first, when any second a convoy of daredevil motorcyclists can round a corner. I'm trying to go as fast as I dare. But you get a little bit more reticent as you get older. It's definitely an exhilarating descent. And I can recommend it to anyone who wants to get a thrill on a push bike. Fortunately, the traffic's light on the road, there's not much traffic about. But I tend to look back before I round the corner in case a car or a motorbike is trying to pass me. Although you can probably go as fast as a lot of cars will go down here, considering the bends. It's getting late in the afternoon, so the shadows thrown forward on the road as the sun goes down in the west. I didn't much feel like riding all the way back to Longflat. Having a look around. It would have been really good to come down with a bunch, but having missed out, just got to make the best of it. It probably beat me anyway. The ride up and down the dividing range never loses its magic, and as you climb higher you can hear the bellbirds in the bush. Way down in the bottom there is Jasper's Resort, where we used to finish the ride some years ago. And leaving the main road, it's a very steep, extremely steep hill, which is very hairy on a bike. There's the rest stop there on the corner. Jasper's turn-off's just a little way further down, which of course used to be called Mt Seaview Resort, but for some reason it was changed. At least the road's nice and dry for descending. But one can see how the paddocks and the hillsides are dry, waiting for the rains to come. It's a land of flood, fire and drought. There's Jasper's Resort turn-off there to the left. A few more bends to go. Coming up the valley from Long Flat, there are a few hills before you get to the range and the big climb. Which are fairly serious as you get older. Coming down, you begin to realise how far you've climbed up there. And that's not the full way up the range, which is much longer still. Up to Ginger's Creek and beyond, going over to Walker. Must be getting near the bottom now. When I get down here, I'll take the front wheel out and wait for the sag wagon. Here we are. And there's Kevin's horse at the side of the road. They're waiting for someone coming down before they take off again. Kevin comes over to speak to me. As I busy myself taking the wheel out and tried to stop the camera, which didn't succeed at first. Anyway, that's it. The ride down the range. A nice afternoon out.